Officer, we welcome sir. And we would also like to welcome Mr. Gaurav Maheshwari, Chief Financial Officer. Welcome, sir. We would like to continue with our welcomes, and now we would like to welcome book running lead managers. I welcome and invite Mr. Pritish Kandoi, Executive Vice President, Corporate Finance, ICICI Security Limited. Welcome, sir. We would like to welcome Mr. Pankaj Agrawal, CLSA India Private Limited. Welcome, sir. We would also like to welcome Mr. Vasudev J. from IIFL Securities Limited. And we would like to welcome Ms. Sonia Das Gupta from JM Financial Limited. Welcome, ma'am. Moving ahead and following the Indian tradition, we would like to commence the auspicious occasion and the ceremony by lighting the lamp. I would like to invite our dignitaries on stage. May I request Mr. Devesh Sachdev along with his family to please join us. The management team, Mr. Tarun Mehendirata, Mr. Gaurav Maheshwari, the board of directors, and Sri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, along with the BRLMs, to please join us for the lighting of lamp.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु
By invoking the blessings of God, let's begin this lovely morning. Thank you so much to all the dignitaries. Moving ahead to commence the proceedings, I would now like to invite Mr. Vasudev J, the representative from IIFL Securities, to please initiate the proceedings.
Hi, good morning everyone. Friends and colleagues, both present here and virtually, a very warm welcome. Poverty is the deprivation of opportunity, said the renowned economist Dr. Amartya Sen. Financial inclusion gives the financially weak a chance to change their economic circumstances and lead better lives. Few businesses have the potential to increase financial inclusion at the scale that microfinance institutions have. Fusion Microfinance, founded in 1994 with the core idea of creating opportunities at the bottom of the pyramid, is at the forefront of this financial inclusion effort. As of June 2022, Fusion had extended its reach to 2.9 million active borrowers, servicing them through a network of 966 branches spread across 377 districts, spanning 19 states and union territories in India. Multiple rounds of investments from marquee investors such as Creation, Oiko Credit, and Warburg Pincus is a testament of Fusion's prudent approach to asset liability management, interest rate risk management, and successful navigation through various crises. Fusion Microfinance is the first NBFC to have completed its IPO in the last 15 months. In any IPO, getting marquee anchor investors is critical to getting the deal done well. The anchor tranche saw participation from pedigreed FIIs, top-tier mutual funds, and insurance companies. The main book saw strong institutional support with subscriptions in excess of 8.5 times the issue size. Post the IPO, CRISIL has raised its credit rating by one notch to A stable. IIFL is delighted and honored to be associated with the IPO of Fusion Microfinance. On this momentous occasion for the company, we would like to congratulate the management team for the strong business that they have built. I'd like to wish Devesh and his team all the very best for their journey going forward, and I'm confident that Fusion will continue to grow from strength to strength, delivering for all its stakeholders, including the lakhs of investors that have joined the Fusion family today. Warm welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your good wishes. Moving ahead, now I would like to invite on stage Mr. Devesh Sachdev, Managing Director and CEO, Fusion Microfinance Limited, to please share his thoughts on this momentous occasion.
Respected Mr. Ashish Chauhan, my board colleagues, my team members, family, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. For me, I think for any entrepreneur, it's a surreal feeling to start. I remember in 2010, when 2009, we started working on this concept. 4 branches. I remember the kind of struggle we had to go through. My first balance sheet was 1 crore 65 lakh, and I was very insistent that it has to be audited by KPMG because that's the kind of standard of governance we wanted to set. And Shriram Mahalingam could not be here. It took me a lot of time to really convince him. Not only convince him to do it, but also do it at 75,000 rupees. few years back, he met with his team and he said, I don't know what Devesh did, on the phone that convinced me to do that, I think as a country, when Prime Minister Modi in 2019 talked about, India becoming a $5 trillion economy, three things are very, very important. So one, as we all know, equality, this opportunity has to be, for everyone. We cannot have unequal growth. The other thing is that, and for this, I think role of financial inclusion for creating opportunities and giving the strength to really realize their potential has a huge role to play. I think Fusion today is not only, as an organization working towards making sure that all those people who are underserved, unserved in rural areas, they get opportunities to really realize their potential. But another aspect is that today, as it was mentioned earlier, that we have close to 10,000 people. Everywhere, worldwide, people talk about jobless growth. But here, as an organization, you see we have, more than, close to 10,000 people working for us. All this, I think now today, when I remember in March 2016, we were 590 crore. Now we are close to a $1 billion company, 19 states, second largest. So all this, I think, has been possible because of one, I think, our very huge commitment to the core values of Fusion. We have, since beginning, very focused on a long-term approach, very focused on building an enterprise rather than building a portfolio. And I think that is one reason I feel that, because we have never wavered, we have always kept our customer in mind while taking all the decisions. I think that is one reason I feel that we are standing strong here and we've reached this stage. And the other thing is that a very huge focus on, you can have a good strategy, but if you are not able to execute, huge focus on execution by a very, very committed. I'm really thankful to my core team. Many of them are with me since we started the company, and I think one of the most committed team. I'm very, very honored to have this team. I also want to really mention about my previous board members, my current board members who have been a guiding light in all this journey. And I think their counsel, their advice has played a big role in making sure that Fusion grow, but grow responsibly. I also want to really thank and acknowledge the role of all the investors who exited. There are two investors who are exiting in this IPO, and then in 2016, Creation, Chicago-based fund, they came in, and then 2018, Warburg team. I'm very, very fortunate to have a very nice and responsible investors with me when I speak to you here. I want to really thank all my lenders. We are today getting support from all the top banks of India. SBI is our biggest lender. So I really want to acknowledge. And let me tell you, in the last 12 years, we have never faced any liquidity issue, in spite of various crises. It is primarily because of the faith and the support we have got from lenders. I also want to, last but not least, thank our, 3 million women entrepreneurs across India, which have huge faith, which have reposed faith on us. Day in and day out, we make sure that we serve them well and we make some meaningful contribution in their life. I also want to thank all the BRLMs, rating agencies, my PR agency, lawyers who have helped us in this whole process. Now, I also want to welcome all the new shareholders, anchor investors, and retail investors, HNIs who have now reposed faith. I will only say that, come, hell, come high water, we will make it. I think that is the story of Fusion being resilient. We are very committed to create long-term value, and let me assure everyone who is joining our journey now that you will find Fusion to be a very responsible, very consistent, a very long-term approach company. And when we are getting listed with a huge responsibility, and we feel that responsibility, and we are aware of that responsibility. Last but not least, I think I was mentioning to Mr. Chauhan that, I never felt the whole IPO journey, but today when I reached here looking at the whole setup and the whole environment, I am really very thankful to NSC team for being such a gracious host and making us feel that this is some big moment in our life. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking us through your journey with everybody as well as welcoming everyone. Moving ahead now, I would like to invite and request our board member, Ms. Namrata Kaul, to please join and say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. It is indeed a momentous occasion. Devesh, you very rightly spelled out the journey and all that have been responsible for this. But I must say, first of all, congratulations to you and to the entire Fusion team. All of you have achieved over the past 12 years something which is incredible, the meticulous execution of a simple idea which has been scaled so well, and that has culminated into this IPO journey, very successful IPO journey, and that's made you reach this very impressive milestone today. So really, well deserved, and give yourselves a good hand for job well done. I have had the privilege to be an independent director on the board of Fusion Microfinance for the past 3 years. And I would like to share some of my perspectives on what I believe are the differentiating factors and what is it that is going to make this business succeed. The first and foremost is the very strong corporate governance framework that has been put in place, and that permeates all aspects of the business. Decision making is transparent, and that is the way it works. And I think it was referred to earlier also, and I have seen that happen. The company strives to be responsible towards all its stakeholders, be it employees, be it its clients. It's very customer focused, and now the large family of shareholders who are coming in, also investors. So it is constantly been striving to do this, and will continue to do this in the future now with a much larger universe of stakeholders that is being built in. The second has been the mindset of adaptability that is pervasive in the company. I think that's very interesting also. They have had the ability to remain nimble in very, very difficult circumstances. It's an attribute that has actually helped them in very difficult situations and challenging times, and again forms a very core of their value system. The third and final one is, I think, the focus and discipline that I've seen in the organization, and it emanates right from the top and goes to the entire management team that I have seen. It's throughout the organization. The company has invested aggressively in its business, but it's yet stayed away from any frivolous diversifications or expansions. And the single-minded focus has been to build a cash-generating business. And today, I believe that Fusion is at a stage where the foundation has been laid and the right value systems are in place to take the company to new heights. So thank you everyone for your presence and your support so far, and believe me, this is just the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Like she rightly said, the foundation is laid and the value system is in place. And indeed, we are just growing every day bigger and bigger and bigger. Moving ahead, now I would like to invite Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, the Managing Director and CEO, National Stock Exchange, to please join us and share a few words with us over here.
Shri Devesh Sachdev, Managing Director and CFO, Fusion Microfinance Limited. Srimati Namrata Kaul, Board Member, Fusion Microfinance Limited. Shri Vasudev J, IIFL Securities. Shri Pankaj Agarwal, CLSA, and other dignitaries present. Good morning and a warm welcome to all of you on this auspicious occasion of the listing of Fusion Microfinance Limited. It's with immense pleasure that we welcome Fusion Microfinance, which serves an important initiative not just in economic development but also in social well-being of our country by providing financial services to unserved and underserved women in rural and semi-rural areas across India. The issue of Fusion Microfinance, with an issue size of 1104 crore, witnessed an overall oversubscription of 2.95 times. NSE has been focused to create platforms for organizations in their growth stage, and we hope this listing today is a start of a partnership going forward. With NSE's strong presence not only in India but also globally, I do hope in the next few years, Fusion Microfinance will strengthen its presence in capital markets. NSE looks forward to being the preferred fundraising partner for Fusion Microfinance as they forge forward. I wish to take this opportunity to congratulate the entire team of Fusion Microfinance, ICICI Securities, IIFL Securities, JM Financial, CLSA, all the other merchant bankers and everyone else associated with the issue on this successful listing. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much. Moving ahead, we would now like to exchange the special mementos. And may I again request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Managing Director and CEO, National Stock Exchange, to please join us and present a very special memento to our esteemed dignitary, Mr. Devesh Sachdev, Managing Director and CEO, Fusion Microfinance Limited. And like we mentioned, it's an exchange. So may I also request Mr. Devesh to please present the special memento to Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, sir. Thank you so much for that. I would request sir to be present with us over here as we would like to present mementos to our very special partners who have contributed invaluably in the successful listing of Fusion Microfinance Limited. And I would request the audience to keep applauding as they walk on the stage. I would like to invite and welcome Mr. Pritish Kandoi, Executive Vice President, Corporate Finance, ICICI Securities Limited. We would like to express our gratitude to Mr. Pankaj Agrawal, CLSA India Private Limited, and invite him on stage. We would also like to thank Mr. Vasudev J from IIFL Securities Limited. We would like to express our gratitude to Ms. Sonia Das Gupta from JM Financial Limited. We would like to thank Ms. Neha Agrawal from JM Financial Limited to please. All right. Moving ahead, we would like to welcome and invite a representative from the Legal Counsel Indus Law. Moving ahead, we would like to invite a representative from Legal Counsel Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas and Company. We would like to present a token of gratitude to a representative from International Legal Counsel, Sidley Austin LLP. If we have a representative from... Moving ahead, we would like to invite a representative from Statutory Auditors, Deloitte. Moving ahead, we would like to invite a representative from Statutory Auditors, SR Bartley Boy and Associates LLP. We would also like to thank for the contribution by Adfactors Advertising and PR, and we invite Mr. Arun Ohri and Mr. V. Subramanian to please join us. And we would request and invite a representative from Registrar to the Office, Link in Time India Private Limited, to please join us, as we would like to thank for your contribution. Thank you. So I would request you to please take your seat. All right, now I would like to invite on stage Mr. Anurag Agrawal, Managing Director, Corporate Finance and Capital Markets, CLSA India Private Limited, to please join us and say a few words over here.
Thank you. Welcome everyone. I would say this is a great occasion for all of us to be present, a journey which we started almost for Devesh more than a decade back, but for all of us maybe more than a year. First of all, many thanks to everyone who has spoken, Devesh, Mrs. Kaur. In fact, we all from our heart reciprocate what has been spoken today, that this is a company which is in the making. I don't know to how many people I have pitched Fusion externally or internally that this is one of the best MFI in existence today. And I definitely believe it. With ringing of bell, today the company will be listed on both the stock exchanges, and it will be another milestone in the illustrious journey of the company. And in, as I said, more than a decade plus journey, it has not been an easy journey. It has its own challenges. The company saw demon, GST, NBFC crisis, and more recently COVID, right? But it has, as Devesh mentioned, come out of it more resilient, more strong, supported by lenders, shareholders, and now new shareholders who will be a very important part of the growth journey. And I would wish Devesh all the best, and along with the team for this journey. I'm sure they will be able to replicate the success what they have achieved in the business, also in the capital markets. And as we have already seen the rating agency upgrade, I think it will continue on its path as company kind of delivers. Many names have been spoken on this, and company, the management team, the employees are very important part of that growth journey, and we have seen throughout all the roadshow presentations, throughout whatever we have been handheld by them, that they have, how strongly they have been together, how strong their core is in terms of what Fusion represents, what they want to achieve in life. But I will also want to thank everyone who has been part of the process, starting from the shareholders, Warburg, Ken and team from Creation, and every other member of my peer bankers, JM, CLSA, IFL, and ISEC, the councils who have really guided us through the whole process. It was a little long process because of we were in COVID world and we were doing some calls on Zoom, some in person, so it was a mix and match. But I'm very happy that we have been able to navigate through it. The auditors and the PR agencies who have helped us represent the company. Overall, I would believe that we stand today on one momentous occasion, but it has gone through the cycles of 10 years, 1 year, 6 months. For each one, it's a different cycle. But ultimately, what it culminates today is, I would say, a beginning rather than end. It's the beginning of a journey which I think we all will remember. And I thank everyone present, including all the attendees who have been here. Now I request Devesh and team to come for the bell ringing.
Thank you so much. All right, well now, ladies and gentlemen, that momentous occasion, that moment has finally arrived, for which we all have gathered, the very historic moment when Fusion Microfinance Limited will be listed on the stock exchanges of India. I would request everyone to please be seated. We have Mr. Devesh over here with us, along with the family, the MD and CEO, Fusion Finance Limited. I welcome the entire management team, the board of directors. 25 seconds left. We are 15 seconds away from the listing. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations, heartiest congratulations to Fusion Microfinance Limited, which is now officially listed on the stock exchanges. It has indeed been a milestone moment over here for all of you. Let's have a beautiful picture all together. Let's have a lovely picture with the biggest smile on your faces. Heartiest congratulations to the entire team and family of Fusion Microfinance Limited. We are also grateful to our host, National Stock Exchange, the book running lead managers to the issue, our members of the board, our family and friends, well-wishers, our shareholders, and all of you who are present over here with us. Thank you so much for taking out your time and being present over here with us on this momentous occasion. Thank you, and I would request and invite you all to please join us for tea and snacks. Thank you.